Hi, my name is Amy Battles, and today my persuasive speech topic is going to be, should school uniforms be mandatory? Basically, this is a very controversial topic that has been brought up in the media over and over again, and is something that needs to be discussed. Today I'll be discussing the need of school uniforms, the application needed to put in place mandatory school uniforms and the benefit of doing so, and the overall benefits for parents, teachers, and students. You can't help but hear this topic being brought up over and over in your media or with students or parents and teachers alike. After mandatory school uniforms have been implemented in several schools, the results across the board have seemed to be nothing but positive from student officials, parents, and even the students. Parents have been singing praises of school uniforms, and one of their main praises is going to be the drastic low cost in wardrobe for back to school budgeting. With our economics the way it is right now, this has proven to be a great factor for parents and also for the student, eliminating the competition factor with wardrobe. Well, not only has it been proven that mandatory uniforms are cheaper in costs than most purchased items by parents, the government is now looking to put in place a grant in order for parents who can't afford even a mere cheap item for the uniform. As quoted in a news article by Julie Johnson, most of the school districts that have uniforms like it, and I think most of the parents have been embracing it. Mandatory school uniforms is a huge way for officials to regain order and provide a better tomorrow and present future of our children and students alike. In order to solve the debatable issue of mandatory school uniforms and to put this into application, basically it just needs to be an overall decision by students, teachers, and mostly this school officials, just to put it into place. It needs to be a regulation, a law passed down. The effects have been so positive, it's been proven to bring up a new sense of safety, not only for the students, but for the teachers. The school uniforms concept was brought about to eliminate gang attire amongst the students and theft amongst the students, and also bring in equality amongst the peers. Like I said before, it has eliminated the I guess you could say the peer pressure of feeling like they have to be adequate enough in what they're wearing. It has been regaining order, and safety has been reinstated in several schools that have already put in regulation a dress code. As quoted from an article from Education and Urban Society written by Sue Stanley, principals believe that the use of school uniforms can have a positive effect on violence reduction and academic achievement and can reduce the need for discipline. What better way for students to feel safer and to feel like they have become equal to their peers than by simply enforcing this across the board? It's a very simple legislative law that can go into effect. Lastly, one of the most positive effects that mandatory school uniforms has brought about is the benefits to the students, the teachers, and the parents. The regulation brings all this about by simply applying it across the board. If students are prepared to conform to a uniform standard, they're prepared to learn. This was quoted from a newspaper article written by Peter Simon, and for me it just pretty much sums up the mindset of where children should be when in school. You shouldn't be focusing on what you're wearing or what your peer is wearing or even what your teacher is wearing. The focus needs to go back on learning. What education was derived to do was to teach you. These schools were here to teach you, not to compete with one another, not to feel like you have to get the cutting edge look before you go to school. It's a positive change that is made in so many students' lives and gives them back just so much confidence. It's one of the fundamental reasons why we're going to school is to learn. In conclusion, there are so many advantages mandatory school uniforms brings about. It's a topic that will continue to be brought up over and over until it is finally a law that every school has to conform to this. I, as a parent, feel very strongly about this since my children will soon be students in school. The only solution: enforce a mandatory dress code across the board. Every school, from elementary to middle school to high school. What a better way to bring back much needed safety, student confidence, and parent ease when it comes to budgeting their children's wardrobe for the next school year or the current. Thank you so much, and have a great night.